play our music. Did you hook up your your stuff?
I'm doing
I
it
don't
right
see it
now.
up there. Okay.
Yeah,
Does it? Does it still work if I already started?
yeah, it'll still work.
Okay. Oh, you guys shouldn't. Oh, you guys have Facebook.
Yeah, I had to do Instagram because my new account needs 24 hours.
I didn't. Okay, so just Facebook and Instagram for you.
Yeah, I'll do YouTube from next week.
Yeah. Maybe I'll connect to Instagram as well. I don't have time. All right, I'm live on Instagram as well.
Cool.
All right, it's 3 o'clock. Let's get started.
Let's do it.
Turn this music down. Get rid of the banner. Come on. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are back after, I think, 4 months at least.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Good, man. Working away. Been an interesting market for sure. But yeah, it's been good, man. But yeah, it's been a minute since we did one of these. We've definitely been kind of just head down, working away in the background.
Yeah.
We're good to be back on.
Yeah.
How's things on your front?
Real exciting things happening right now, keeping me busy for sure. We took a little break. I think it was just right around Christmas time, and that's when, things get busy with family obligations. But right after that, I actually switched brokerages and ended up opening my own office in downtown Belleville. So the last few months has been just setting that up, which so it's a lot of work, believe it or not. We're this close to having everything ready, but that's where all of my time has been dedicated to, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm super excited to be back. I know a lot of people have been saying they miss these. They look forward to this every week. So sorry to you guys for not delivering, but we are back now, and we're gonna bring the deals to you again, so you can analyze them with us. For you guys who are joining us for the first time, what this live stream's all about is we do this on a weekly basis. We are going to stick with this time, hopefully 3 p.m. Tuesdays every week. And we essentially look at what properties are available on the market in the Belleville, Trenton-esque area. And we just kind of analyze them just from our eyes as an investor to see what the numbers look like and if it makes sense for you to invest or not. Completely unbiased, purely from, if I was an investor, what I'd be thinking about. And hopefully we can bring a unique expertise, as I'm both an investor and a realtor out here, mostly working with investors. And RIBHU here is a mortgage agent who does a lot of both residential and commercial, a lot of investment property deals. You want to share a little bit more about yourself?
Sure, yeah. So I've been investing since 2016, heavily in the Belleville area, hence why we're on this live. But now back in the city in Toronto, happy to support people kind of grow their portfolios. So servicing people from residential, duplexes, triplexes, all the way up to 24, 40, 50 units. Essentially trying to help people scale from, a couple properties to a lot of properties.
What's the most like unique or biggest deal you've done recently so far?
So the interesting one I'm working on right now is a 45 unit in Edmonton. Right now,
Nice.
brand new construction. It's interesting because it's a new construction multifamily deal. So not one of these like detached configurations. It is a purpose built 45 unit, very slick, downtown Edmonton. And just kind of seeing that conversation with the builder and everything was very cool.
So, you're able to service investors even if they're not looking in the Belleville area, you're able to service them wherever they may be for the most part.
Yeah. Toronto, yeah, Ontario is definitely my bread and butter, but interested in helping where the help is needed.
Absolutely. All right, let's jump right in because I'm sure people are looking forward to the deals. First one I'm looking at. This one I caught my eye the other day. It just got listed recently. This property, 26 Porter Avenue. What I like about this property is that instead of your typical bungalow setup with a basement, this is a 2-story property with a
Nice.
basement, and there is a detached garage. Maybe the pictures should give you a better idea.
Oh, triplex maybe? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. So it's a corner lot. You see this here? You see this?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This is where the garage is.
Very cool.
So, if this was Toronto, I don't know if you can get away with this in Belleville, but in Toronto, they would probably let you sever this.
Yeah, it's wild, man. We're working on some, and it's like a 22-foot wide lot, and they're building 4 units as well. But yeah, where is this in Trenton?
This is in Belleville, I think.
Belleville. Oh yeah, the top says Belleville.
Yeah. So at the very least, my head immediately goes to a very large main unit dwelling because the main unit is going to consist of 2 floors, and then you have your basement suite, and then you have your garage suite, your garage conversion. And my thoughts were, because this garage faces the street directly, you can I would probably spend a little bit more money making the exterior look a little nicer, because from the street, if you do it up real nice, it'll just look like a detached house on its own.
Very cool. Yeah.
So let's go through the pictures real quick just to see the condition of the property. Again, corner lot, 2 stories, brick, bottom, vinyl top.
Pretty decent.
It's pretty turnkey, actually.
Yeah, and I just like double check the area. It's a great neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kitchen's not all the way updated, but not enough for me to justify spending any money renovating it, to be honest.
And I mean, like, even if I were to look at it, just to try to command that, upper echelon tenant, I would, IKEA for sure.
Yeah.
And there's, some really good places you could get a good deal on, like some very cheap granite that Matt and them have found. And you could actually make it look very nice and very cheap, and then like really attract a high quality tenant.
You just side door that goes to the basement. You can see that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
So like I would say this kitchen is right on the fence between reno or not, right? You could go either way.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, this picture looks a little nicer. It's already got a dishwasher too. I find a lot of the ones that, quote unquote, I feel leans more towards needing renos is because they don't have a dishwasher built in, and tenants seem to want that these days. Wow, that's nice. There's the dining room. Nice. They have a covered porch of some sort, or sunroom. Bedroom. Hardwood floors.
Nice.
New flooring in this room. How many bedrooms is this? 4?
I don't know. A lot of bedrooms.
Laundry, made for laundry. So the laundry's already upstairs. Remember how that's usually one of the challenges we have, because the laundry's in the basement already. We have to move it up. Seems like they already figured that part out.
Nice.
And here's your little deck and then the path to the garage. The garage looks like it's in pretty decent shape too.
Yeah.
Fortunately, no pictures of the basement, but I think we can get around that by going to the... Nope, that's the video. I believe this one goes to the Matterport.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, there's always a way.
And then the basement already looks like
there you go.
Good height.
Oh yeah.
Oh
This is
yeah,
exactly
you're
what I
good.
want to see.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Just gut it, right? But you got good height.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
get a
yeah.
bathroom, so the plumbing's there.
That's good. Yeah, lots
Closet.
of space there. Probably pop a couple windows to make it a bit brighter.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make some of these windows bigger, for sure.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Honestly, I like this.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a good like it's a gut for sure
Yeah,
in the basement, but like you could make like there's a lot of square footage to work with for sure.
4 bed, 3 bath. So that means the main floor has, sorry, the above ground it has 4 bedrooms already
Hmm.
and 2 bathrooms, right? If there's one in the basement,
Yeah, yeah,
that's that'll command a lot of rent.
yeah, big time.
Yeah. So I mean, this our property, our analysis isn't intended to do like burrs or anything, but we'll just analyze it real quick as if you just spend some capital renovating it and see what kind of cash flow income you're looking at.
Sure.
4 bed, 2 bath, 2-story home, minus basement, minus garage, rent wise in Belleville. Let's say you did do a little bit of cosmetic updating up on the main unit as well. It's a 4 bed, 2 bath. You're pretty much getting the whole house. You just lose a bit of privacy from the basement.
Yeah,
Things.
that one I'm gonna have to defer to you. I've been out of touch with the
Yeah.
single family game for a while. It's just multis.
Yeah.
Because like at one point you could probably push 2,800. The rental market
No.
has softened, so I don't know where we're sitting right now.
Well, your typical 3 bed bungalow without the basement was what, 23, right? So this one's a 4 bed, 2 bath, 2-story. Did you say 28 earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot.
That was back in the day. That was peak.
Yeah.
Now we're probably down to like 24, 25.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably say
Yeah.
I'd be leaning towards 25, to be honest.
Yeah. And a very different market for sure. Yeah.
And the basement, because generally with these 2-story homes, the basement is a little smaller. You're still getting a 2 bed in there, but it's not like before. It's not like the bungalows where we can almost get a 2 bed plus den. Down there. So I think down there probably closer to 1,800, especially now that the rents are a little bit softened compared to before.
Sure.
Garage.
It depends how nice too, though, because if you can get full 2 and it's like a 1+1, you're probably looking at about 1750, I'd say.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think you can get a 2 bed. They just won't be the most large 2 beds. The garage, I couldn't tell how big it was, to be honest. Was it a 1-car or 2-car garage? I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see street view. I'm looking on the street. It looks like a 1 from the street view on Google Maps.
But if you look, it's almost the same size as the.
It's because there's like a little carport next to it.
Okay.
So
what do you think?
roof
Just a
is
1-bed
bigger
apartment?
Yeah, I think a 1 bed. Yeah.
A nice
probably,
1 bed.
Yeah, nice. You know what, man? I think it might be a studio. A bachelor.
That small?
Yeah. Because the roof I think is bigger. There's like a little carport to the side. I'm looking at the street view on Google Maps.
Gotcha.
So you're probably looking at like 1,100.
1,100. Even if you do it up real nice, like it's gonna be brand new, gorgeous. It'll be completely detached. It'll look like its own house.
It looks small. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with that then. Okay. Yeah. 4,500 a month is still no joke, right?
Yeah. You're good. Yeah.
Property taxes. I always had to do this. It's been a while. Of course, because of the comma. Insurance. When you're done, you have a 3-unit. Have you looked at insurance for these kind of things recently?
Yeah, so we insured our triplex recently, and I think it came back at 220.
220 a month? It's not bad.
Yeah, a month. Yeah. And that was like.
I feel like this would be slightly cheaper because the third unit's detached, a little bit less fire risk, but I'll just go 220.
Yeah, just heads up, because we had 2 triplexes recently. One where all the units are above ground and the insurance was about 160, 170, and the next one came in expensive because we had that extra unit as a basement. Whereas our
They're probably
first,
thinking flooding risk, perhaps.
yeah, so it's like a $50 difference just because of a basement versus above ground unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, 2 units are above ground, one's below.
Yeah,
when we're
so
done
it
with
should
this.
be, I think 220 is fine. It's kind of aligned with that last one we got insurance on.
These numbers that we were using, we were assuming the tenants were paying all utilities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the utilities will be 0. And of course, I don't even know why I have this line in here. You look at condos very rarely, but I think I'm just trying to prove a point because we do have a lot of viewers who are Toronto investors, and every time I send them a property, they're like, "What's the condo fee?" I'm like, "Dude, it's just a freehold house."
Yeah. Very little
so
condos.
I make a point of it that they know that the condo fee is 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so for a property like this that costs $500K, and that's assuming you're paying full asking price for it, oh my god, my mouse. You're paying $100,000 in down payment, right?
Yeah.
What are rates today, by the way? I know the bond yields fell quite a bit today.
Yeah, so rates are definitely in free fall today. So, whatever I say now, if we continue this way and tariffs stay in place, rates are probably going to be a lot lower by the end of the week into next week.
Yeah.
But I'd say there's almost like 2 phases, right, that you'd want to hit this loan. One, which would be the purchase, right? Because I'm assuming most people are going to want to refinance that. So I would highly recommend variable just because of that breaking penalty. And or, we'd structure something if you can qualify a step mortgage with Scotia, for example. So we could essentially refinance at the back end with minimal penalty or hopefully no penalty. So right now, like a 3-year fix for rental property. I mean, right now, man, like residential insured rates, like say you're buying owner occupied, 5% down, you're getting like 3.9%. Like it's crazy. For rental property, 3-year fix is probably about 4.5 right now.
4.5.
Yeah, and variable like 4.5 to 4.7, and then a variable would be about 4.6 for a rental property in a holdco. So prime minus 0.6.
Okay.
And I would probably suggest that we are looking like we're gonna see a drop next week and potentially another one in April. And more importantly, it maintains flexibility for your refi.
I recommend variable 99% of the time. Anyways, just for that flexibility.
Yeah.
You never know when you need to sell, right? You never know. You don't want to get hit with a 30K penalty on the exit.
Yeah.
Okay, so your monthly payments are $2,000. Your income is $5,000. That already sounds pretty good to me. But we're forgetting a couple of things, like how much it's going to cost to get this actually started in the first place, right?
Yeah.
This should say renovations.
Yeah.
All right. So this, $100,000 down payment, about $6,000 in land transfer tax. Nothing you can do about that. Legal fees, probably sounds about right. Inspection, $500K, $500. Renovations, you're probably spending $250,000 minimum on this, yeah?
It's going to be a big one. Well, it really depends.
Actually, no, you're not, because the garage is smaller.
150. I'd say 150 because most of the money I think is going to go into your basement.
I forget you're not actually doing that much upstairs.
No, the upstairs you're not touching. Most of your money is going to go into the basement. Garage should be relatively straightforward.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you need to execute this project from beginning to end? At least $258,000 of either cash or credit of some sort. Most people do a combination of cash and a line of credit, right?
Yeah. I would word of caution to that in today's market because I'm seeing this a lot where people leverage credit too much on their renovations. Yep. The issue with that in the market that we're in is I still believe there's a lot of money to be made. Like I'm still putting my money where my mouth is. We're still doing value add. So that's one. Two, values aren't as predictable as they used to be, right? If you're maxing out your credit lines, there's 2 things. One, you need to make sure you can weather a worst case scenario. So, have a plan A, option B. And 2, if you're maxing out your unsecured lines for too long, I'm seeing people who did that, their credit score is tanking, which then reduces what options you have on refinance. So like when you're looking at this, really ensuring you understand your capital structure and making sure you have the right size trade lines and stuff like that's going to be key. Because I've seen a lot of people kind of get into trouble over the last year because of that.
Yeah. I think at one point people were saying just like open up every credit card you can, take a cash advance because why not? You're going to make like 10 times the money back. That's incredibly risky. I'm sure it pays off for some people, but if any hiccups happen, you're screwed. Game over.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a fine line between risk and reward.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Okay, going back to this,
So,
let's just play a real dumb, real simple. Let's just assume you're buying this and you're renovating and you're not doing anything afterwards. You're just sinking the $250,000 in and
sure.
you're doing nothing. Because you know
Mhm.
what? To be fair, a lot of our listeners, they're just buying stuff and they're putting $250,000 in
Sure.
and sitting on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what does this property make if you just did that? Well, like we said, it brings in over $5,000 a month. Your mortgage is $2,000. Your cash flow should be very healthy. And you know what? It is. Your cash flow is over $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty nice.
that is really nice. And I'd say for the sake of conversation, I'm curious if you change that purchase price for the sake of just finishing the exercise to 780, because that was what we got our last. Actually, let's put seven. Yeah, sure.
750.
780, 750. Sure. That was the
750
last
just to be
appraisal.
safe. We don't want to disappoint any people out
No,
there.
no, no. 750.
Your cash flow. Oh, okay. All right. This is a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, ignore all the purchase stuff because that's all messed up now. We've heard, but yeah, this will tell you if you did refi, assuming you're still paying the same rate and everything, you would still be cash flowing over $1,000 a month. You would. That's pretty nice. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think the key thing for people to take home from this though is you could see the loan amount there is 600K. So if you bought for 500, you put 150 in plus costs. You are going to be leaving some cash in there. And I think what people need to remember is like that's normal. The perfect BRRRR where you pull 100% of down payment and everything out is not normal. That was an anomaly for the COVID market. This is a really good deal because you're still leaving probably 50, 60K in, but you're making 1,200 a month. Like your cash on cash return is phenomenal. Like perfect BRRRRs in the way we were doing it was definitely a COVID thing. People took advantage of it, which is great. But like this is a great deal in my opinion.
And you know what? You don't have to be a construction expert to pull this strategy off with the right team. Someone like me, RIBHU, general contractor, BCIN designer. This is relatively hands off. Check-ins once a week, but we've I don't want to say it, but I quote unquote trained some general contractors lately, like here, to give the status report that the investors expect to make them feel safe and secure when they're doing this kind of project from 2-3 hours away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next property.
Mm-hmm.
This one's I thought was interesting. This is 24 North Murray Street in Trenton, and you see a typical brick bungalow, right? So what this is it's a 5-bed. It's a total of 5-bed, 2-bath, and they say incredible potential for an in-law suite, but it's really already an in-law suite. It's already an in-law suite. Now, what that means is that we're not talking about fully legal everything, but it's they're selling as a single family. They're not trying to claim it's a duplex or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
And like there are risks and benefits with this. Of course, you're getting a much better purchase price for something like this, but there's always concern of city or fire coming after you if you did fully rent this place out. But let's take a look. Good parking, full brick structure. It looks like the new door's new. Okay, so those look like new cabinets, actually.
They do. This looks good. I wouldn't touch this. The top.
No. It's a little I don't know if it's the photography or whatever. It just seems a little cold, but it's new. It looks new.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here's a little bit of warmth. Old flooring, but I like this style, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch anything up here.
Look at this. So this is moving ready. There's no question about it.
Yeah, 100%.
So you got a 3-bed, 1-bath upstairs, and there's your back door with a deck. And then, we're downstairs now. This is moving ready, dude. Oh, see, there's a kitchen downstairs.
Nice. Very cool.
And it's fully vacant, so you can set your rent. Yep, you can see it's not fire rated. See, you can tell from the ceiling right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been talking to more and more people. They don't care if it's legal or not. So, obviously I explain the risks, but but it's also hard to get cheaper. So,
yeah, the mortgage guy in me though will say one, it's easy to qualify in the future if it's legal, and we're in a pretty flat market. right? When cycles change and you want to tap into this equity in the home, you want that unit to be legal so we can max out the value on the refi. So it may sit for a while. You might not be able to leverage it, but I do believe it'll pay you back, especially in the future when, market turns and all these things and you want to tap into equity.
Exactly. Plus, and you can play the odds a little bit, buy it, rent it out just the way it is, and then 2 years later, when you have a turnover, boom, legalize it. Really, it's just
Fair enough. You could do
and
that.
smoke detectors, right?
Fair.
Obviously, this is not advice. Talk to me one-on-one. There are risks and benefits with every strategy, right?
For sure.
All right, so jumping straight in, obviously, just based on it is what it is, we're looking at a 3-bed, 1-bath unit up top and a 2-bed, 1-bath unit below, with pretty good parking. It doesn't seem like the utilities are separate, but I would still probably do some kind of a 60-40 split if you don't mind the administrative work associated with it.
Yeah.
Now, rent in Trenton, I find has been hurting lately.
Yeah, it has definitely. Yeah.
So a 3-bed in that condition, we used to say what, 23 minus $100 because in Trenton and not Belleville. We're probably another $100 off now.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're looking at like 21. Yeah.
And 2 beds. That one isn't as updated, but we used to say 1900, so 1800 maybe.
I'd say 17. I'd say 17. Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Still almost $4,000 a month in rental income for something that's $500,000. Property taxes, 3025, 250-ish. Insurance, probably what, $200?
It'll be less. It'll be closer to like 150, 160 for this. Yeah.
Say 160.
Duplex. Yeah.
Yeah. You got your maintenance and repairs, property management, utilities. This is assuming tenants are paying for it, and of course, no condo fees. Okay, and this is unlike the other one. This one you don't have to do anything if you were okay with the fact that it's not fully legalized or anything, right?
Yeah.
So, cash required, $100,000 plus some change down, with your today's rates of 4.5, which may be going down further in the near future. Monthly payment of $4,000, just like the other one. You have $4,000 income, $2,000 mortgage. Things are looking good from the start.
Yeah.
Let's take that to 0. That's it. Your all-in cash needed is 112, 113. Nice. It's not bad. Most people I talk to have that much to invest.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who come to me because that's all they have. That's not enough to invest in most other markets, right? At least closer to GTA. Cash flow.
And what I'll say is that in this market, that's possible because 2 years ago, in order to cash flow, you needed to do some value add or something like that. Yeah, so now you can just buy turnkey again. Yeah.
You buy something like, I think I've told the story a few times where I've had a couple guys, they bought properties on the day of closing. They didn't even come for the keys, man. They just gave the property manager the code and the property manager got the keys.
Yeah.
They didn't even come see it.
That's wild. Different times.
You're buying this, you're spending just over $100,000 and your cash flowing $100. I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That is good.
All right. And then just quickly, another one. This one's very similar. I'll tell you, this costs like $20,000 more. But the reason for this is even though they listed under the single family category, I'll just quickly mention here that they actually have an occupancy permit. So it's legal.
Nice.
So this one, I think, well justified the $20,000 difference, in my opinion.
Nice.
Now, to be fair, though, it is currently leased already, but the rent's not bad. It's $1,756, but it is all inclusive.
Okay.
Oh, that's the upstairs. Oh no.
Yeah, that is the upstairs because downstairs is.
That's gonna hurt you a little bit. Okay.
Vacant. Yeah.
Okay, but it's legal, so there's that that peace of mind in your head that
the future,
the city or fire is not gonna come after you, and with your mortgage concerns that you mentioned earlier as well. So
yeah, and I mean in the future too, it'll help with the value of the asset down the road.
Quickly going through the pictures, they're not the best, unfortunately. But it is turnkey, as you can see.
Yeah.
Kitchen's actually decent. Nothing spectacular, but it's nothing that I would do anything with, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Where's the basement? Oh, the basement's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Get your kitchen. Whoa, okay. Is that all you got for counters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not ideal.
No,
Okay, that's gonna hurt your rental aspects downstairs.
for sure. But I think that's probably why they put a $1,600 estimate, right?
What is this? This is a really large bedroom?
Yeah,
What am I looking
great
at?
use of space. Yeah.
So I get so frustrated when the layouts don't make sense because it costs so much to fix it, right? You want to fix it, but it's not financially viable.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna use the real numbers, right? Whenever possible.
Sure.
1756.
Yeah,
And
and their
then I'll
estimate
use-
was 1,600.
No, the lower unit was what it was before. Yeah, so I'll use what
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
right, and that is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Property taxes 3,343. Insurance should be similar. All this should be similar.
Yeah.
Utilities, because it's all inclusive, is probably what, $300.
Sure.
Okay, so
Break even.
part of what's hurting you here is the fact that it's currently rented below market, like the upstairs being, it's a smaller house too. It's a 2 upstairs and 1 bed downstairs. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but
Yeah, true. Yeah. 2 and 1.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you had some turnover, you probably increase your cash flow by another $100, $200 a month. But this is, you know what? Now I'm actually probably more inclined to go with the one we looked at earlier, based on what I see here.
Yeah, I would agree because I mean to legalize, let's say in the case where you do end up legalizing the other one too, it won't be that much.
No.
So you're
30K
probably
is usually
going
what I tell people.
Yeah, so you're probably still gonna be 550. So 10K more than this all in, a little bit more cash down, but now you have a legal asset and better cash flow.
But this is by no means a bad investment either.
No, it's not. No, it's like if you just want to pick the keys up and go, for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's all the property. We blew through 3 properties just to make up for some of the ones we missed over the last 4 months. But hopefully for those who are joining us live and who are watching this for a recording, hopefully this was informative. If you want to reach to us regarding both investing and mortgage needs, don't hesitate to reach out to us. RIBHU, I think if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, our contact information is already there, along with Calendly to book a call with us. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of us if you want to discuss something.
100%.
Yeah, but Facebook, Instagram, that's our main social media platforms. I appreciate if you guys wanted to add us or follow us on there. Okay, well, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Yeah. See you guys.
See you.